away from the wall a bit or anything?
Hello, my name is Andrew Wilson, and this is DGAW Spotlight. Today on Spotlight, I'll be talking to BARDS.
What's up?
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello there, friends.
Hey, Daniel.
How are you guys doing today?
Really awesome.
Good.
Pretty sweet.
Really hot.
We just finished playing Rock the Coliseum. Sweaty set, sweaty. Almost had heat stroke up there.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna die.
Well, from the music you're playing, it sounds like you're gonna die, but you're gonna go out in a blaze of glory, I have to say.
Yeah, well, that's the idea.
Yeah,
One of these days I'll die on stage and immortalize BARDS forever.
Yeah, it's gotta be the right show though.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you guys are already immortalized in my heart.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. Well, we can quit now.
And on YouTube soon.
I think it's time to retire then.
Alright, so gentlemen, now, you guys are a very interesting band. Stylistically, you guys have identified yourselves as kind of, in very fittingly, stoner rock and kind of with classic rock leanings. I know a strong influence from, for example, what's that band's name? Thin Lizzy. But at the same time, even there, I know slight subversive elements. I know you guys, have, as individual musicians, have had very interesting histories and have played in different bands with different styles and genres. Jamie, for example, you've played in a post-hardcore band, a really good one, I must say, and a band which I really cannot describe in your history.
Yeah.
And as well as the fact that you all are really competent musicians, I have to ask you guys about your sound. What is it? Why'd you pick your particular sound and the particular themes you express in that sound?
I don't think we really picked a sound. To be honest, the sound picked us. When we were first starting out, we were planning on going a different route, much more kind of folky, organic sounding route, much more akin to something like The Band, you know. But when we were kind of just letting loose and writing songs in the jam space, the stuff you heard, that heavier stuff, just kind of came out naturally, and we realized that it would be better just to kind of embrace the kind of stuff we naturally come up with and try to make something contrived. So now we just kind of play what's in us, really, and that's why it sounds that way.
Yeah. We all have a lot of different influences. We all have a lot of common ground in our music too, but we definitely kind of start to diverge on the fringes. So, you know, DeLon's has always been into a lot of like prog and heavy metal, and you know, so have I. Jamie's been into like folk, jazz, funk. I've always been a big like blues and blues rock kind of guy, so it was just all of us kind of like putting our little influences together, and this is what came out, and hopefully it sounds natural and organic.
There's a little bit of everything in there. I know a lot of bands say that, but it's like we're bluesy and stoner rocky, and there's kind of almost post-hardcore screaming that makes its way in there, so it is kind of a lot of different things put into one bowl. Smoked out of a bomb.
Yeah.
Apt description. I am inclined to agree with you from what my ears have told me.
Thanks, Danny.
Now, gentlemen, you guys also have a very interesting stage presence. Unlike most bands, you tend to add a bit of effort. Unlike the average classic rock and roll guy or the average punk rock band, you guys put a lot of effort and thought into your stage presence and your style of dressing as well. Particularly, very reminiscent of the Jam from the 1970s. And Vulcan Dub Squad, the infamous Vulcan Dub Squad, circa New Designers era?
Yeah, maybe a little bit earlier than that.
So,
Yeah, probably earlier.
why the suits? And why the very mature, the very subverted maturity that you guys give off in that?
Is our
Why?
music mature?
It's your stage presence and your
Okay.
and your personas that
I
add
think the
a
suits,
subverted maturity.
there's two different things. I guess one thing is it unifies us as a band. It gives us a common image. Even though we're dressed a little bit differently and we have our own kind of personality that shines through in our outfits, it brings us together as a band, and it kind of solidifies that unit that we are. And then on the other side of things, it's a different show. It's something that stands out. It's different. It draws curiosity. You know, it's intriguing. It's mysterious. It's anonymous. So those are yeah, I guess some of the reasons that we choose to use the outfits.
Definitely, we got to give a shout out to the Vulcan Dub Squad.
Yeah.
Jamie being a former member, we kind of get away with it, and
Yeah.
I like to think we have the blessing of the former members of the band. So I like to think we're carrying the torch for them in the scene with the look.
Yeah, and I mean, it also kind of, we arrived at it pretty organically, I think, in the sense that we were doing a photo shoot and we like the idea that, you know, BARDS is more than just a band. It's kind of a revolution, a rebellion, but a joyful rebellion, you know, so we don't like the way things are being done. We're not really whining about it or being sad about it. We're just saying, fuck it, you know, come dance with us, come go crazy and let's tear this shit down, right? And so when we were doing a photo shoot, we decided we'd do the whole kind of bank robber thing with the masks and stuff. And when we did it, we really dug the way it looked, we really dug the way it made us feel, and we think, you know, this really fits the image, this really fits the whole kind of vibe that we're going for. And
It fits the music.
yeah, it fits the music. And you know, we want to be immersive. We want to have a really immersive show. We want to draw people in. We want to give them something that you're not going to see every day. So the thing with the masks and the you know, the uniform, I think kind of does a nice job of that. Plus it makes it easy for us. That's fine.
Very cool. Also, Jimmy, I had to admire you greatly. I admire you greatly for this. Of all the people I've ever seen, you are the are the most flexible in the suit.
Oh, really? Thank you.
No doubt.
The
No doubt.
lunges.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, I've since picked up a nice bout of acute sciatica, so it's not as easy as it used to be. But you know, it's kind of recovering now. Maybe the more I do it, maybe you know, it'll kind of limber me up a bit. Yeah. I'm getting old.
It's from the Dance Electric days, I think.
Dance Electric Day. Since I was in those two bands, I kind of, you know, I take certain elements from both those bands and put them into our performance today. And the power lunge is definitely a holdover from those days. I just like doing it. It's also Phil Lynott, my hero. He always kind of had a sweet lunge, so I'm going to model myself on that as well.
And also, you also have a very interesting red-haired mane.
A red-haired mane?
Yes.
Yes, it's mane. It is a mane and it's red hair.
Move over, Robert Plant. There's a new hair god in town.
But Robert Plant wasn't a ginger, was he?
No, but gingers have more fun.
Yes, this is true. He knows. The guy knows. Yes, I have red hair.
Is Hosier a ginger?
No, he's brown hair.
Move over Hosier then.
Exactly.
Suck it, Hosier. Take me to church, will you?
Now, so, gentlemen, I also have to say, very interesting. As well, you guys are also, as I've mentioned before, very tight musicians and everything. But I have to say, has there ever been an incident playing live where something just insane has happened that you guys, being the musicians you are, have kind of incorporated that into your set that nobody would know about?
I don't think it's happened yet.
Well, thankfully, within our recent incarnation of the band, we've been very strict on our rehearsals and very critical of ourselves all the time. So I'm glad that the tightness comes through in the live performance because we're always nitpicking on what we can do better.
Yeah,
There haven't been any disasters since we started this new run of shows.
we were all raised Catholic, so we're imbued with a strict self-loathing. So we're very strict on ourselves, and we'll never kind of tolerate, you know, anything but the best. We're always trying to progress. I think we still look at ourselves as kind of children, still learning what we're doing, but still always progressing and trying to get better and be as tight as possible. So far, so good. There hasn't been any kind of nuclear fallouts, but I'm sure, you know, as we play more shows, that will happen. I feel pretty confident that we'll be able to take our way out of them. Like in my other bands that have happened, and, you know, there's an element of professionalism, just knowing when to come back in on the right downbeat or whatever. I don't see any problems happening like that, to be honest. Plus, we're not playing the most complicated music ever, so, you know, not yet.
Yeah.
Wait for it. Our next song, our next album is
It'll be full of mistakes.
dance pop. Yeah.
We'll call it jazz.
Yeah, exactly. Our next album's a fucking jazz thing.
Tell me about Cast the First Stone. Now, that is, I have to say, my favorite song that you guys have. I really just love the funky intro and then just the energy as well as the lyrical themes. The lyrical themes. It's just a very powerful song. Oh, tell me about that song and tell me about that song for you guys.
I would say the core of the idea needs to be credited to Jamie. It's definitely a Vulcan Dub Squad inspired song, and when we jam, a lot of times in our space, we get on all kinds of riffs that are reminiscent of old school Vulcans and stuff like that. So that was something that we noticed right away and we were excited about doing. The intro, the funky intro, Jamie had like that root to set, the 7 to root idea, that like, and then like I just threw some like, you know, blues licks, just some loose kind of like muted strumming over it, and we just grooved it out. It's kind of formed naturally. And the heavy drop is definitely like a Vulcans type thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's even a bit of dance electric in there again too. Yeah, definitely kind of like just like a rebellious anthem. Kind of like we played it later in the day, but normally it's kind of like an introductory thing for us because the lyrics are kind of like welcome one, welcome all, welcoming you to the kind of joyful rebellion that I was talking about earlier. Right, it's kind of a bit of a manifesto. So yeah, we're really proud of that song. Again, like you said, I probably had a few of the riffs coming in, but then I just laid that down and everyone added their thing and it became a collaborative song, like is usually the case for us.
We got a like little trippy Pink Floyd influenced part in the middle there, which my delay pedal unplugged tonight, so I couldn't actually have the delay on, so I did what I could with the tremolo bar. But usually it's drenched in some Floydian spaciness, you know.
I'm glad you like it, Dan.
Yeah. I think it was our second song too. So Cast the First Stone kind of is represented as the stone being cast as one of the first songs that we kind of put together coming out of our jamming phase and getting into the writing music and writing our own stuff and being original.
So, alright guys, now I have to ask, your favorite Golden Girl?
Favorite Golden Girl?
Golden Girl.
Man.
Oh, goodness.
I don't know enough about the Golden Girls.
Betty White. Betty White's gotta be the one.
Yeah.
I'll take
Betty White.
Too.
Yeah,
Betty
she's
White.
cool.
Now that I think about it, though, there was another one that was kind of foxy. The tall blonde one. Which one was the tall blonde one?
Blanche?
Blanche, maybe? Yeah, I got a thing for blondes, so I'll go with the blonde granny.
I'll go with Betty White. Yeah,
Betty, yeah, she's pretty cool.
I'll quote you on that. Alright. Now, gentlemen, what can we expect from BARDS in the near future? What can we expect from you guys?
Total world domination and you know, spreading of the joyful rebellion. No, but seriously, yeah, we're trying to play a lot more shows in you know, further afield. We've been playing a lot of shows in Toronto and Mississauga thus far. Some in Hamilton, so we're trying to, you know, expand our reach. Played in London, Peterborough, other places that have scenes, and trying to. We haven't been doing this that long, so we want to kind of like spread the revolution, as it were.
We got another single on its way. It's already finished recording. We recorded with Colin Young of Hammer Hands and Love and Terror Cult fame. Just needs a few more tweaks, but we're excited about it. And we're excited to share it real soon.
Yeah, it's something new that's going to be released soon.
Playing a show on September 24th with Overman.
Overman, yeah.
That's going to be a really...
Farm Boy was just added to the bill.
Silver Dollar Room in Toronto.
Cool. Do you have any final words to the people?
We love you all. I hope to meet every last one of you and caress you gently. Unless, not really. Probably won't get away with that these days.
Yeah, come check us out on the 24th of September.
Not just us. Come check out any local musicians. Overman, Earth's Yellow Sun, Lawless Sons.
Silver Dollar Room.
Doesn't matter.
That's the thing. Come out and support local music. You know? I know it sounds. Everyone says.
We all reminisce about the golden years of Masonic Lodge and the great scene of Mississauga.
It's time to bring that back.
We can have it again, and there's always hints of it coming back, and that's what we're trying to do. We want you guys to be excited and to come out and have fun.
We're working at it, but support always starts with you.
Yeah.
So.
And it's not like, you know, I feel like this band, and I felt like with Dance Like I felt in the vocals, I feel like with this band, it's like, we're not, the band isn't just us, you know, it's like the people that come and like are losing it and are having a great time, like, I feel like you're in the band too.
Yeah,
it sounds
we
like
feed
cliche.
off of that.
Yeah, we feed off of that.
That's
and, like,
what
it's
makes
a community,
the band.
you know, it's like, that's what makes this worth doing, so. When you come out and we see you there, like, I'm genuinely stoked to see you guys.
Well, thanks guys.
Thank you, Daniel.
Cheers.
And thank you for all your good work, Dan.
Yes.
Keep fighting a good fight, man.
You keep on giving it, buddy.
Thank you.